Hi guys, this is me Twinkle and I'm back again with a discussion of the headlines of the day. We're discussing the Hindu newspaper dated May 11, 2022. Starting with the discussion of headlines relevant to General Studies paper 2, as there are no significant headlines relevant to General Studies paper 1. So let us begin. Take a look on page number 1. This is coming from the topic of polity and governance. The headline says that can sedition accused get protection, asked the Supreme Court. Now you need to understand that what is sedition law. You need to know about the provision of the IPC dealing with sedition and what is its crux. Also know about the history of sedition law and the associated court's judgment about the same. Understand that what is the present case before the Supreme Court, and you need to know whether the sedition law is justified in the present times or does it require any sort of repealing. Take a look on page number 1. This is coming from the topic of polity and governance again. The headline says that minority tag centers Uturn irks Supreme Court. Now understand that what is the issue of minority status to Hindu community in states where they are minority. Also know about the minority status, the associated bodies and safeguards provided in the Constitution. Take a look on page number 6, coming from the topic of health. The headline says that measuring the change. Now, you need to understand about the NFHS 5 report, its important findings, comparison to the last report, that is NFHS 4. Also, understand and know about what it says regarding the behavioral and sociological health of children in India. Take a look on page number 6 from the topic of international relations. The headline says that the end of a brand. Now, you need to know about the Sri Lankan economic crisis and the reasons that led to it. Understand and know about the misguided policy and political decisions that led to this crisis. The recent resignation of the Prime Minister and the further demands of the protesters. Now, take a look on page number 6 from the topic of international relations. Again, the headline says that the learning grounds of Ukraine. Know about the Russia-Ukraine conflict, issues involved with the same, and reasons and background to the war, and find the real politic. Understand that what has been and what should be India's role towards the same. Also, what lessons can India learn from this episode? Take a look on page number 7 from the topic of polity and governance. The headline says that the victory for crime victims. You need to know about the criminal jurisprudence in India, the IPC and the CRPC, that is Criminal Procedure Code. Understand and know about the recent Supreme Court's judgment, its impact on victims of the criminal cases. Also analyze the need for further reforms in criminal jurisprudence. Take a look on page number 1. We are starting with the discussion with headlines relevant to General Studies paper 3. This is coming from the topic of environment and disaster management. The headline says that rain lashes Andhra Pradesh coast as Asani moves closer. Now you need to know about the cyclone Asani, its origin also. Also, the region of influence, reasons for the formation, and what impact that would cause. Also, understand what is disaster management and preparation by NDMA and SDMA in case of cyclones. Take a look on page number 6 from the topic of economy. You find this headline which says control inflation by acting on liquidity. Know about other types of inflation, CRR, SLR, and other marginal requirements banks are required to meet. Also, what are the issues with inflation? What is its impact on the growth process, and how present repo rate growth will impact inflation. Take a look on page number 6 from the topic of food processing and related industries. The headline says that this food regulator needs to step up to the plate. Now, you need to know about the food regulation in India, the regulatory body responsible for FSSAI, the needs to regulate the production and supply of unhealthy food in India. What are the effects of unhealthy food on obesity, health, diabetes, hypertension? Also understand that what is the health star rating, that is HSR system, and front of package labeling FOPL system. Understand that how it has affected the dietary practice of the consumers. Now, take a look on page number 9, coming from the topic of information and communication technology. The headline says that Wolfram Alpha, a free online computer algebra system. You need to know about computer algebra system, their applications in the modern computing. Also, what is Wolfram Alpha? Take a look on page number 12 from the topic of information and communication technology as well as digital regulations. You find this headline which says more stringent norms for social media platforms in the works. You need to know about the existing regulations of the government to regulate the big techs. Also, what is the need to make the existing regulations more stringent? Also know about the corresponding regulations in other countries and what are safe harbor rules. Well, that's all for today's headlines of the day discussion. You guys have a good day ahead. Take care. Thank you so much.